Question, I forgot. Give me a reminder. In Kingdom Hearts 2,
Yes.
when you first go to the Pride Lands and meet Simba,
Yes.
do they know it's Simba?
They know it's Simba because they summon Simba. Simba. What's his face? Sora summoned him in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Kingdom Hearts 1, so they do know who he is.
Yes.
They're like, oh, it's Simba. Okay, I forgot the intro of that.
They didn't recognize him at first. I wish my dogs would shut up. They didn't recognize Simba at first, no. Simba didn't recognize Sora at first, but then he was like, oh, Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Right. Okay. That's cool. I was just, you summoned Simba and it's just thinking of it.
I like that they have that small reference back to the first game, and they did it with Mushu too.
Right.
You know, I would have preferred that they discover these people first and then summon them, but I understand how they went about it. It was their world got consumed, but their soul or their heart was saved, transferred as energy into this summon, and they were brought out to help them. And then when the world reverted, they went back to what they should be doing. So that's cool. But again, would have preferred a whole, hey, you're so-and-so. And then next game, oh, I remember you.
Yeah, but for what it was, I'm satisfied with it. Speaking of which, like with this game, I wish that, you know, instead of saving all of our friends that we save at the end, that we would gradually save them throughout the game, like you suggested that one time. Or at the very least, maybe have that Aqua and Ventus rescue happen in the middle of the game. Like how in Kingdom Hearts 2 in the middle of the game, there was that attack on Hollow Bastion with that 1,000 Heartless battle.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That would have been...
And Final Fantasy characters.
No. You know what? That would have been interesting to start saving everyone, and then at some point, Mickey or even, what's his face? Yen Sid is like, Sora, you need to come back. We found out where Aqua is. She's in the darkness. You gotta save her now. She's been there for like a decade.
And they wave their hands the way you're doing right now.
They wave their hands exactly, so it's like a rave party.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Perpetual jazz hands.
Yes.
Sorry, these are jazz hands. I was doing wavy hands.
Oh, God. This is the classic tone keyblade that I didn't show off yet.
The classic
tone keyblade from the classic Kingdom games.
Oh. You did them.
Yeah, well, I did one that we showed off. Okay, yep, this is it. It's basically old cartoons and...
What Keyblade is this?
The classic tone Keyblade.
Oh. It would have been cool if it was like black and white.
Yeah,
cool.
That would have fit. And what was it called? The Cornerstone of Light.
Yeah.
In Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't called. It had the Cornerstone of Light. I forgot what that world was called.
Timeless River.
Yes, that. Oh, hey, look, it's a sorcerer. That's the boss, by the way.
Where? That guy? What?
Yeah, that mob from Kingdom Hearts 2. That is, they made him a boss.
Huh.
What's the shot lock?
There's the black and white.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's pretty cool. I don't know what
Oh,
you're doing
yeah,
about.
and it even has like the picture thing showing. Like, remember those portal things you went in? That's neat.
You miss. Oh, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Vort.
Lord?
Vort.
Who's Vort?
Voldemort.
Boreal Valley.
That's Bort.
I thought that was Vort.
No, it's Bort.
Bort?
Bort.
Vort of the Vort?
Bort of the Bort.
No, it's Vort. Don't fucking troll me. It's Vort of the...
Bort.
Vort of the Boreal Valley.
Bort of the Boreal Valley. Bort.
You know, someone pointed out to me, or not someone pointed out. I was reading up, like, those game theory things, and they pointed out that Vort and the Dancer are both from the Boreal Valley, and they were placed there to stop anyone from getting to what's his face? The princess.
Yeah. That's not a theory. That's lore. They were.
Yeah, I know, but like, that's how I found out, and then I kind of put 2 and 2 together.
And like Pontiff Sullivan was also he had some relation to the dancer. I think she was his daughter or something.
Well, Pontiff also is the one who kidnapped, who locked up Gwendolyn and had
Really?
yeah, he's the one who locked up Gwendolyn and trapped him with what's his name again? The big sludge guy.
Aldrich?
Aldrich, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's the reason for that.
Huh.
He decided, fuck the people that I've been working for.
Wow. What an asshole.
I know, right?
Fuck him.
It's a good thing you kill him first.
Yeah.
Yo, have you ever seen videos of people one-shotting him?
Yeah, no, it's hysterical.
Oh, it's cool.
I like 2-shot him once, I think.
Oh, that's amazing. We should be talking about this game instead.
It's whatever. Same
it's
thing.
fine. It's fine.
It's the same thing. Same game. You ever get that urge to play Skyrim? And you play Skyrim for like 10 minutes and you're like, yeah, I'm done.
That's why I got rid of it from my computer.
Yeah.
No.
I hate it.
No, because
I hate
this
it
is
so much.
this is the thing that I would always do with Skyrim. Same thing with Fallout 4.
Right.
And
Right.
so what I would do is I wouldn't play the game for a while, and I'd be like, oh shit, man, I missed that game. I should go back and beat it. So I go back, but instead of wanting to play the character that I've already worked like
make
40
a new
plus,
character.
yeah, I make a new character.
Right.
And so I'm just like, but then I end up doing the same thing that I did
Yeah,
for
and
the
then
other
you play
character.
like 10, 15 minutes and
And
you're like, wait a minute.
This is
Yeah, I'm done.
This is fucking boring.
And then you get off.
And then
I hate it.
And then I have that same cycle later. That's why I got rid of both Skyrim and Fallout. So I stopped the temptation.
Because I've been having that
got
urge.
rid of it.
I've been having that urge recently. I'm like, I kind of want to play Skyrim, but I'm
Honestly,
stopping myself because I'm like, there are so many other games I can play.
Honestly, dude, for the last 2.5 months, I've just been playing Classic WoW. I haven't touched a single game. And I've been having so much fun. I don't understand how one game could be so enjoyable, but there it is.
Well, didn't you say? Well, I mean, do you want me to share that conversation we had about Facebook?
Eh?
Remember?
Well, now you have to.
When we were talking about Classic WoW after we saw Joker, and we talked about Facebook. That's why. That's why you seem.
That's why I was depressed. Right.
Facebook?
Okay, so you're okay with me sharing that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can share it since it is your story.
Oh, so basically I was talking about how I've been spending, before I started playing Classic WoW, I was spending so much time on Facebook looking and seeing all the stories of like climate change especially, but also the political news and like everything going on. I was getting fucking depressed because I'm looking at these stories and there's so few nice, good stories about like positive change, justice being done, efforts against climate change, like not just protests, but actual efforts. Like I saw so few news of this, but I kept seeing, the same fucking story being published by 3 or 4 different news channels, and they're all reporting the same crap. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking terrible. I can't believe that this is all the nonsense.
Yeah, honestly, I hate Facebook.
And it's like, but that's how I get my memes. I go through, I share memes, and I find memes funny. So like, to find something that I enjoy, I have to go through shit. But because I've been playing Classic WoW, I've spent much less time on my phone. And because I've spent much less time on my phone, I've been less depressed. Because
you're not going to Facebook.
Because I'm not going to Facebook. So if you just want to cut everything down, too long didn't read, Facebook makes you depressed. But also in all seriousness, I just have been legitimately enjoying Classic WoW. It's such a different feeling to be at work and think to yourself, oh man, I want to go home because I don't want to work. It's so different to think, oh man, I want to go home so I can fucking play Classic WoW.
See, no, that's the same effect that I'm getting with the second job at Starbucks, because now I'm homeless. So now when I'm out, so like on my normal days, I'll work like 9 to 3 at Key Food, and then I'll go to Starbucks 5 to 8, and I'll get home at 9. So my whole day out, I'm like, wow, I really want to play this game that I've been playing. I really want to play this game, because like if I were to just go home after Key Food, I'd play that game. But I can't play that game for fucking 8 hours. I'd get sick of it. So the whole day I'm out, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go home and relax. And then I get home and relax, and I play it for a couple hours, and it's really nice instead of like burning out on it. It's like,
well, listen, I just told you that I've been playing Classic WoW for like the last 2.5 months, right?
Yeah.
And I still, every day I come home, one of the first things I do is I power up my computer, let it warm up so I can play Classic WoW. And I've had 10, 12-hour sessions on Saturday or Sunday where I play nothing but Classic WoW.
Whack.
And I enjoy the fuck out of it. And I don't know why, I just really enjoy it. And I haven't felt this kind of joy for a game, for an MMO specifically, because single player games are always enjoyable when you first get them because you're always invested in the story.
right.
But it's been so long since I've played an MMO for this long and have not felt a burnout. Like, I can't wait till we're done here so I can go home and play Classic WoW.
Mood.
Like,
Wow, you want to play Classic WoW?
I want to play Classic WoW!
I was talking to AJ.
He's a little bit obsessed. Honestly, no. I saw our article. They're adding a new race, but you have to do so and so and get to max level.
That's
and do
retail
this.
though, not
And
Classic.
yeah, I know, but like you have to do so and so and jump through so many hoops to get this extra race. I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go play Final Fantasy. It's way better.
Wait, have you actually played WoW? Or?
I have a while ago. I think I have like
Listen,
if I could find my old original account, I'm pretty sure I have like a level 40 or 50 paladin.
Okay, but Classic WoW, you'd be restarting from
Yeah,
zero.
obviously.
But here's the thing though about Classic. I personally, and this isn't like a one for one translation, I personally consider Classic WoW like the Dark Souls of video games. The Dark Souls of World of Warcraft.
You have to be careful when you say those things.
I think people over-exaggerate how hard
exactly-
Classic WoW is.
No. Let me explain because I'm not, like I need to explain.
He's gonna go
It's-
into the resources and the
Explain,
mana and the
Jason.
stamina.
No. I've already explained that to you.
Yes,
but
you
it's
have.
just a matter of the game does require you to think a little bit more
Right.
before you do anything. It's not like modern WoW where you can like yank 10 mobs and just cleave them all down because every class has an AoE. Every class has a self-heal.
Heads up, this is one of the worst battle
Oh, is this
gates.
the one with the robots?
Yeah, and you don't get like to be inside a mech until later on.
Oh, Jesus.
So I just consider Classic WoW like you
Better
need-
than sex.
No. Nothing will beat sex. Except maybe Domino's Pizza when you're incredibly drunk and starving.
After sex.
After sex, yes. That's probably what's better. Also with garlic sauce on it. Or garlic powder. Because garlic
during
is-
sex.
That's spicy.
garlicky.
Anywho.
That's a
the
Wario
only
move.
reason why I consider it the Dark Souls of WoW is because you have to think more. You just need to be more careful with what you're fighting and what's around you. It's
Right.
not like the game is super difficult. It's just that depending on your class, you're gonna have a harder time.
It's a game of patience.
It's a game of patience, exactly. And Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 to some extent is a game of patience.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, not so much.
You can just run through them.
You can kind of just run through them, yeah. More so Bloodborne because you get health back for losing health.
Right.
But it is a game of patience, and that's why I consider it like the Dark Souls of WoW. But more than that as well, I don't know why. I like the fact that I can log on, work on a character, and I feel like my efforts are meaningful. I feel like the piece of gear that I get is meaningful. And the fact that there are people who are like, oh, I can't wait to loot the Mask of the Unforgiven.
Goofy.
It's like what do you do when you're max level in retail WoW? You look at the stats and you get the piece of gear. You don't know the name of that gear.
Right.
You don't know what it's called, but I can name you so many pieces of gear from classic World of Warcraft. Mask of the Unforgiven, Ashkandi?
Ashkandi, yes.
Ashkandi, the Burning Blade, the Untempered Blade, Ancient Bone Bow.
Ancient Boner.
Ancient Bone Bow. The Mark of Forging, Vestments of True Faith, Benediction,
We get
Rock Delar.
Jason, we get it. We get it.
Like, those are items that people are like, oh, I want that item because it's a certain piece of gear that has an identity. And that's interesting to me when pieces of gear have an identity because of the name and the stats.
Right.
Like if you were playing Borderlands right now.
Let me in.
And everyone
Let me
was
in.
like,
Thank you.
you should have put the Eric on your clip in.
Yeah, really.
But like, if you're playing Borderlands right now and you got a, is there a legendary?
There are legendary drops that have names and
okay.
It's like
can you imagine? Can you imagine if like everyone playing Moxie was like, oh, I want the burning rifle because that's best for Moxie.
Right.
You know that weapon has an identity.
Right.
And but take it down a notch.
You do have that with weapons in classic in retail WoW because there are
Yeah, but how many weapons and pieces of armor can you name?
I'm glad you know Moxie.
Because there's,
you know Moxie.
I couldn't name all of those in classics except for I can't name any of the armor pieces in classic. Even when I did play like BC and like
but like how do you gear in retail WoW now? You just kill a boss and you hope a piece of gear drops that's better than what you have. You don't.
That's the same as classic.
No, because you have best in slot gear. So you think to yourself,
there's best in slot gear in retail too.
Okay, but can you name that gear?
I can't name either one in classic or retail.
Okay, I can name gear in classic WoW.
Wow,
okay.
Andrew, Jason has a better memory than you. You gotta watch out.
For armor, not for conversations.
Yes.
the big difference there. Oh, and direction. I have a better sense of direction than you.
I can't even deny that.
Damn. I mean, honestly, I can see that. Yeah.
I'm
not good with directions.
Look, I made an eraser face.
Nice.
Yeah.
That actually looks kind of cool.
I scribbled and then I erased the face.
But going back a second for Borderlands,
looks like a heartless. Take a picture of that.
It's an angry face. What do you mean?
Looks like a heartless.
It's a smiley face.
It's a smiley shadow.
It's a basic smiley face.
Oh, what? You don't think some of these heartless look happy? Like the dark balls in Kingdom Hearts 1?
The dark balls are all happy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they happy boys.
Me too.
Sorry, itchy eye.
Yeah.
Oh, so go back a bit. So you know there's legendaries, right?
Yes.
Is there what's lower than a legendary?
Purple.
Okay, what's lower than a purple?
Blue.
Don't tell me that lower than blue is green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you want to know what's lower than green?
White.
Yeah.
So it's the
same thing. You
it's
can't
the same
even.
wild
Yeah,
color.
it's the same thing.
Okay.
What color is legendary?
Orange.
So it's the same as Borderlands.
Yeah, it's the same color coding as Borderlands.
Yeah. But anywho,
Nothing wrong with that.
So take away legendary for a second. Imagine if everyone playing Borderlands wanted certain blues and purples and could name them and said that they wanted them
Right.
because this is an item good for them.
You can.
Yeah. So imagine that.
I think I have to put
classic WoW.
I have to put a Warcraft tag in the video because of how
much I've been talking about it.
Yeah, because I like maybe that would probably get us some Warcraft attention. I mean, I wanted to stream retail WoW.
I mean, we've also had
WoW.
a whole conversation about WoW. You want to do like a study of retail versus classic?
Not a study. I want to do a video, a comparison.
Yeah.
Wild gorillas be punching orangutans. That's the code.
Why?
That's
Why?
That's the thing. White, green, blue, purple, orange. Wild gorillas be punching orangutans.
That's actually kind of clever.
That's a tip in Borderlands. Don't quote me. That was a tip in Borderlands.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Your box is great.
Huh.
But yeah, Moxie's the only one I know. You want to know
You can't play
why
as her.
I know about Moxie?
Because she's
and
spicy.
Siren. The Siren.
Which siren? There's like